Hi Aries, welcome back to the Astrology 33 channel. This is your mid-June 2025 love reading. Thank you to those of you who have liked, viewed, shared, and subscribed to the channel. I appreciate all of that. For those of you new to the channel, as far as what we have in front of us, it's what I call the bridge and the gap spread. And the way it works is to look at the past, present, future energies between you and the main love interest. We also pull some oracle cards to help with the bridge and the gap dynamic. As far as the decks being used, on the left side we have the Lover's Path Tower, on the right side we have the Romantic Tarot. And also keep in mind it's a general reading, so I'm going to be referring to the cards on the left is the energy and the cards on the right is the other person's. If you feel like it's a way around in your situation, then definitely trust that. Alright, so with all that out of the way, we'll get started. Past energy on your side, we have the Two of Coins. Capricorn energy here, and if we look at the two coins, we see the red heart on one coin, and the other one has this grayed out, icy kind of look to it. So it could just be saying that your feelings might have run hot and cold for this person. And I would say more so, the passion might have been pretty consistent, but as far as you thinking that you could actually build an actual stable commitment with this person, that's where more of the doubt might have come into play for you guys in the past. Past energy on their side, we have the Queen of Swords. So this is a Libra energy here, which is your relationship house. And if we look at the artwork here, we see the one sword down on the ground pointing in the direction of your card, and then we see the 9 swords above their head, which to me seems to point to the 9 of Swords energy, which usually points to anxiety, right? Just having a lot on your mind. So this person just might have been distracted with other things going on in their lives in the past. So even though they might have desired to communicate more with you, they just might have been so wrapped up in their own thing that there might have been a lack of communication, and then that could have been what was feeding your doubts as to whether or not the connection could actually get off the ground. All right, present energy on your side, we have the King of Cups. So Scorpio energy here, and if we look at the body language, we see the back turn to the cards on the side, and also with that Scorpio energy, to me, it says that those feelings probably still run deep for you for this person, but we see a reluctance to express that, right? Because maybe you've written them off at this point. Like we said, seems like they've been wrapped up in their own things, so you probably weren't getting a lot of interaction with them. So I feel like the feelings might still be lingering, but you might almost be trying to fight it at this point because you just feel like there is no reciprocation. Present energy on their side, we have the 5 of Cups, so Scorpio energy here as well. And yeah, if we look at the artwork here, it could just be saying that they might have been dealing with their own mess within their romantic lives, and maybe that's why they just had so much on their brain. Maybe they were in a connection that had a bit of controversy around it, right? Maybe they were trying to even remove themselves from that connection, but it looks like whatever the case may be, it looks like they're still dealing with that mess in the present. And given that the last full moon we had was the Scorpio full moon, this could even just be saying that that might have been when it really came to a head for them. All right, future energy on your side, we have love. So this is actually the equivalent of the lovers in traditional tarot, which is a Gemini energy. And of course, we're still progressing through Gemini season here. So it could just be saying that, that you might actually start to feel the shift rather soon as to you actually starting to feel those feelings grow for this person again and feel like there's actually confidence that the two of you can get things off the ground as a couple. The next really big shift into Gemini would be when Uranus goes into Gemini in early July. So for some of you, maybe it'd even be around then since this is a future energy. But yeah, it looks like you actually will start to have confidence that this connection can get off the ground in the future, although in the present that doesn't look too likely, right? So it looks like something's going to shift. All right, and future energy on their side, we have the Page of Wands. So yeah, for some of you, this could represent why you might start to feel that confidence grow, right? Because maybe they do finally put whatever that mess is that they have dealing with behind them, and then in the future they come forward clear of all that and then able to move things forward with you. All right, bottom of the deck on your side, we have Transformation. So this is a Scorpio energy here. It's the equivalent of the Death card in traditional tarot. And yeah, if we look at the names, the Pluto, Persephone, it could just be saying that maybe this is a dynamic you've gone through with this person in the past, where maybe this is just an on again, off again type of connection, which of course can be frustrating, right? But if that's the case, it looks like you're entering more toward the on phase in the near future. All right, and bottom of the deck on their side, we have the Six of Cups. So more Scorpio energy here for this person as well. So a lot of Scorpio energy between the two of you in the spread. So to me, that could be saying that there's this deep um, level of feelings that the two of you had for each other that maybe you can't even necessarily explain, right? Like it might feel like there's this strong pull that even doesn't seem logical at times. But beyond that, could just be saying that, maybe they're reconnecting with old friends and then doing so. For example, if you guys have a history with each other, maybe one of them casually ask this person about you, and then that might jog their memory. Then that might be actually what could inspire them to want to reach out. But yeah, definitely looks like they could just be longing for the past in some way. We'll see what the oracle cards add to the mix. First, we'll see what we get from the Messages of Love oracle card here. I'm going to give this a few shuffles. Okay, and we'll take this card here, get this out of the way, and I'll do the same thing with the Wisdom of the Oracle deck as well. So I'm just going to give this a few shuffles now. All right, and I'll take this card here, get this out of the way, and then take a look at that Messages of Love card first. All right, we have support. It says lean on your inner circle during this time. So interesting message there, because that message in of itself almost makes you think of the energy that I was talking about with the Six of Cups, right? Where I said maybe they'll be reconnecting with friends and one of them might bring you up in conversation, things along those lines there. But yeah, if you're also feeling a little bit confused around what to do around the situation, maybe that's also a good indicator for you guys as well, right? To just, reconnect with friends, try to detach from the emotion around it, and then things might start to come through more clearly at that point. All right, and then from the Wisdom Oracle, we have All That Glitters. There's the artwork and the number 16. So we'll see what this has to say. All right, the relationship message says sometimes we try to become something we're not to impress others. We embellish the story a bit, adding some dramatic elements to make us more appealing. The real person becomes hidden behind the sparkle and shine. Then there are times when we don't see the true value of someone else because he or she may not have the glitz and glamour that seems so desirable. Now is the time to look past the surface, beyond the mask, to the essence of a person. Who that person is, not what he or she has or can give you, is important. See beyond the glitter and look for the inner glow. Use the eyes in your heart. Let go of artifice and let what is authentic shine. So yeah, definitely an interesting message there. In a way, I can almost see that potentially being more of a message for the energy on the right side as well, right? Like I said, if they have some kind of weird drama going on within their relationships and they might distance themselves from one that's not working, but I could technically see how that could work out on this side as well. So overall, hope it ever resonated for you guys. We'll wrap up there, and I'll see you all next month. All right.